Today we're building a high-fidelity AI interaction state in HANA. We're going to deconstruct how to create a fluid, living interface that reacts to user input. We'll cover organic morphing, building a dynamic glow that responds to every touch, and implementing a premium light leak effect to give your UI a sense of energy. If you're looking to master liquid gradients and advanced states, this is for you. Before we begin, let's talk about what HANA is. HANA is a browser-based collaborative design tool for creating interactive animated 2D experiences, allowing you to build, animate, and deploy production-ready content. Think UI animations or interactive visuals that you can use on websites and apps using state-based, high-performance, real-time technology. Now that we have that info, we are ready to start. First, let's create a frame and adjust it to a mobile aspect ratio. Then refine the background color and stroke. To give it a realistic touch, we'll add another rectangle and apply an image layer to use this iPhone edge texture we have here. From the toolbar, add a star shape. We'll transform this into our organic core. Set the size to 310 by 310. Change the sides to 4, the inner radius to 8, and the corner radius to 80. Change the fill to a gradient. We'll use a vibrant blue on the left and a lime green on the right to give it that high energy feel. Next, duplicate the star shape. On the top layer, change the gradient opacity to 20% and add a liquid glass effect. Set the distortion to 20, depth to 12, and leave the rest of parameters as they are. To sharpen the edges, add a drop shadow effect. Set the color to white at 70% opacity with X and Y offsets at 1 and blur at 0. Now for the movement. Select your second star and add a new state. Change the rotation to 90 degrees for this state. Add an event and a transition action. We'll set the transition targeting the star, moving between states. Use a spring animation with the loop set to infinite. Also, adjust the mass to 2 for a more weighted, fluid feel. Let's preview the animation. And that looks great. Next, let's build our primary action button. Create a frame, 212 by 60, with a corner radius of 100. Add a fill and set it to a gradient using white and gray at 20% opacity to create a subtle glass base. To define the shape, we'll use 2 inner shadows, and these are the parameters. First, the shadow side. With an offset of 4 on both axes, blur at 17, and black at 27% opacity. And second, the highlight side. Set offset at -4 on both axes, blur at 12, and let's use a white color at 8% opacity. For a premium glass morphism finish, add a gradient stroke. Set the thickness to 1 and the position to inside. adjust the gradient from top left to bottom right. Using white at 62% opacity and adding 2 transparent stops in the middle to mimic light hitting a glass edge. Finally, add your text and rename this frame to button. It looks very nice. Now let's link the button and the core animated star element. We want the system to wake up when the button is pressed. First, select the button and add a new state. Change the gradient to a deep purple and vibrant blue. Select the core star and add a new state for it as well, using a similar palette. For the trigger, select the button and add a mouse press event. Under the Actions panel, create 2 transition actions, one for the button and one for the star. By triggering both at once, we get a seamless, synchronized transition that signals the system is now active. Let's test it out. Everything flows perfectly. It really feels like the AI is coming to life. Now for the centerpiece of the interaction, the bezel light leak. This effect makes the entire phone feel like it's glowing from the inside when you press start. To achieve that effect, let's draw a rectangle of 375 by 600 size, with corner set to 80, and set the fill to gradient. Use a deep purple in the middle and set the outer stops to 0% opacity. Then set the gradient opacity to 20. Go to Effects panel and add a layer blur. Set the blur to 50 to make the glow feel soft and natural. Next, change the blend mode to lighten to filters out the dark parts of our gradient. Duplicate this rectangle and change the gradient opacity to 10%. Then move the first rectangle position to the bottom of the phone. Now, move the second rectangle lower and group these 2 rectangles together. Next, name the group Start Light. Time to define how this light reacts. Add a new state to the group. In the base state, we'll keep the group hidden on the bottom. Then, in the second state, move the star light group above the phone. To make it interactive, select the Start button and add a mouse down event. We'll add a transition action targeting our Start Light group, moving it from the base state to the state. Set the duration to 1.50 with an ease in out animation. Now, as soon as you press the button, you'll see that glow flare up from the bottom, setting the stage for the rest of the animation. Next, let's create the colorful bezel effect. Add a rectangle, set the size to 375 by 812, and set the corner radius to 56 so it perfectly aligns with the screen edge. Place this layer under the button and rename it to Color Edge. We'll remove the fill and add a stroke instead. Change the stroke type to gradient and set the style to polar. Position the gradient handle from the center towards the bottom left. Now, let's add multiple color stops to create that vibrant, colorful edge. We are using a mix of purple, yellow, pink, and blue, but feel free to customize your own palette. Once your colors are set, increase the thickness to 4. To give it a soft glow, go to Effects panel, add a layer blur, and set the blur to 8. Now, group this layer and rename it to Light Group. Let's animate it. Create a new state for the group and set the opacity to 100%, keeping the opacity at 0% in the base state. Now, go to the button and add a transition action. We're going to build a sequence. Base state to base state for 0.2 seconds. Then transition to the second state for 1 second. Stay there for 1.5 seconds. And finally, fade back to the base state over 0.5 seconds. Now, you'll see that beautiful light flare up when the button is pressed. To take it even further, let's add a flowing light streak. Add another rectangle size 486 by 362 with a 60 corner radius. Change the fill to a linear gradient. Set the outer stops to 0% opacity and add 2 white stops in the middle to create a sharp beam of light. Group it and rename to Light. Now, duplicate your color side layer, increase its thickness to 8, and select Use as Mask. This will clip our light beam to the colorful edge. Notice how the color moves as you slide the light group. Finally, select the light group and create a new state. In the second state, set the opacity to 50% and move it above the phone. Go back to the button mouse down event and add one more transition action targeting this group. Set it from base state to base state for 0.2 seconds. Then transition to the active state over 1 second using a linear curve and infinite loop so the light never stops flowing. Let's preview. And that's exactly what we wanted. By layering organic shapes, refractive textures, and synchronized light leak animations, we've transformed a static interface into a responsive living experience. You could use your HANA scenes in several different ways, like showcases, prototypes, animations for websites, presentations, portfolios, and so much more. I hope you found this breakdown of system states helpful. If you followed along, we'd love to see your version. Share your results in the Spline community. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more tutorials. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.